Your question? Say inshallah.
In the Amantu, the first thing that's said after belief in Allah SWT is for us to have belief in the angels. And I was just asking because I feel like in our day-to-day life, in what we believe in Tariqah, the angels, we know that they're present, but it's not something that we focus on. So I'm asking why they have that
instead of
in the Amantu.
Right, instead of who? Who are we focusing on?
On our Shaykh, on the
Prophet ﷺ. Correct? Why? It's not. I mean, we spoke a little bit about this. I wanted to speak a little bit more, inshallah, asking our Shaykh for permission to speak. I've been thinking about this for some time. I don't like to go researching because it gets muddy that time. You don't know who it is that's putting those articles there, those videos there, those other things. So we have the best of teachers. We have our Shaykh. And I ask him when it's necessary, he's going to put it. And it's worked so many times. But you need the password also. You need also to pay, you know. You have to pay, right, for service? Yeah, you have to pay for, what do you call it, for Wi-Fi, right? You have to pay. That payment is your ego, a little bit you have to. So more you pay, a stronger connection that you're going to have. This, Amantu, this is our articles of faith. Faith. They are the rukuns of Islam. The rukun, it is how you say it. The rukun is what? Cornerstone. The foundation. Islam, Iman and Ihsan. This is our deen. Islam is the 5 principles of Islam. It is what you do. You say the Shahadat. You pray, you give zakat, you fast, you go to the Hajj. This is what you do. What do we believe in? 6. Amantu Billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wa yawmil akhiri bi qadri khairi shari min Allah, from Allah. This is haqq. May Allah give it to us, inshallah. So Amantu Billahi, believe in Allah. Believe in the angels. Believe in the books. Believe in the prophets, the Rasul. After that is what? Yawmi Akhiri. Believing in Judgment Day and the Qadr, the destiny that Allah, it is everything that is happening with the knowledge and with the permission of Allah SWT. This is the articles of faith. Iman. This is for mankind. This is not for other creatures. This is for mankind. This is for us, Hazrat Insan, that we have been created to know Allah. But understand that this is articles of faith. This is for faith. What we talked about earlier, what is faith? Faith is believing in something that you don't see, that you cannot see with these eyes. Faith is a belief in that. But did we see these things? Yes, we did. Our spirit is still seeing it right now, not just in Kalubala, that we're witnessing Allah, we're witnessing the angels, we're witnessing everything that is in creation. Our spirit was witness to everything that had happened too. But this is for us in this world, especially. With these eyes, you cannot see Allah. With these eyes, you cannot see the angels. You cannot see the prophets, can you? With these eyes. Let's not enter into very, very special people that they can see the Holy Prophet ﷺ with these eyes. So this is belief. And belief is understanding that there is a reality and you cannot witness it with these five senses. The first one is Allah SWT. And the angels. Allah SWT, He is Malikul Mulk. Malikul Mulk. Ya Malikul Mulk. He is the owner of everything, all dominions. And the ones that carry out His work, for us all to understand, the one that carries out His work, because He is the king. The king, the sultan, doesn't carry out the work. The ones who carry out His work are who? They are the angels. It is not even mankind, it is the angels. Mankind's work is to know Allah and then to represent Him. Do you understand? If you're ambassador, now, do you carry out the work? No. Your work is like the work of the president, correct? You don't do the dirty work. But who does the work now? The angels. And the angels, there is not a space, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying when he went to the Miraj, there is not a space in between these fingers, he's saying, and he was traveling through untold galaxies and universes, that he did not see an angel present, standing, prostrating, making ruku to Allah SWT. Because in reality now, this whole world, everything in creation that is filled with the power of Allah through the angels, but we cannot see. We are like the fish who is wondering what is water, where is water, but we're surrounded by water everywhere. We were one time surrounded by water everywhere. You think that time when we were babies in a mother's womb, somebody tells us that there is another world out there where you're going to be able to breathe and survive without water, you're going to believe. Now, so many are not believing. Soon, you're going to be sent into the womb of this Mother Earth without any air, and you're going to also live. Billions, they don't believe. Just like Jahiliyyah, they say, we finish, you die. You become dust, that's it. They're the angels now. So now, that is a requirement of faith. Because everywhere you turn, they are here. That's why I'm saying we're going somewhere here and there, and people are talking like this and like that. Nice tree, nice lake, nice mountain, nice ice, nice snow, nice sky. But they're not speaking about Allah, the creator of all this. They're not even speaking about those ones that He has given the authority now to govern this earth. We are not the ones that's making the sun to shine, the trees to grow, and everything that is in nature. And Allah has given so many others power to make that to happen. So now you're putting away all these ones that Allah is saying, this is the show of my power. Now you don't believe in that. Then you are cursed. You are cursed because you start believing that you are the power. So therefore it is important now, because these are articles of faith that you have to believe. Once you start believing, then you start experiencing. So many different kinds of religions, they also don't believe in angels. Or they have wrong understanding of angels. Angels is not those angels that you see in those cards with blonde hair. Everyone is like from Germany, okay, with golden hair, and they have nice fluffy wings, and they wear long robes. No, 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 no. Those are not angels. Those are deities that you imagine them to be. Idols that you imagine them to be. Holy Prophet ﷺ, he had only seen Hazrat Jibreel ﷺ in his real form twice in his life. And the description of that angel, Jibreel ﷺ, it is enough to make people to fall down dead, understanding the power now, representing the power of Allah, that power. And when Jibreel ﷺ, he was also known as a peacock. of paradise, because it's been created so beautiful and so powerful. At one time, not one time, when he was created and he saw his reflection and he fell into prostration, praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, awliya Allah saying 40,000 years in each rakat to thank Allah for the beauty. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, Ya Jibreel, in the Akhir Zaman, in the nation of my most beloved one, if they make 2 rakats quickly, it is more beloved to me than all the time that you have spent worshipping to me. People saying, why are you praying so fast now? Because we like praying. So Jibreel alayhi salam, 600 wings on one side, 600 wings on the other. All these words are also just to make us understand a little bit. We cannot get trapped in those words. As Shaykh Efendi telling us a story every time, one man, one son in one room, and all that they see all their lives, not the outside world, but all they see is a mouse that comes in. But the father knew from previous life what is elephant, what is sky, what is mountain. Son is only knowing a mouse. When the father is talking about elephants, he has to describe elephant like a mouse. But the elephant is pretty different from a mouse. Although, of course, there is a relationship there, huh? And so, now the angels, mankind's reality, our spirit is higher than the angels. Never forget that the angels made prostration to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, to the light of the Holy Prophet alayhi salam, and to everyone, all of mankind that were present there. So this is because of faith. It is a faith. The words of Allah now. The words of Allah. At least now we can see. Allah we cannot. Angels we cannot. Words of Allah, at least that we can see. But the words of Allah was never revealed as a written text. Allah did not send a book like that to say this is a book like this. No, it is a voice. And is made into a text so that we can see. So even that text now, that writing now, it is again, it is nothing but a what? A symbol, nothing but a sign, nothing but an ayat. That is why we don't really say verses of the Quran. There's completely different meaning. We say the ayat, meaning that this is just one sign from the whole reality of that. We're not there to witness the words of Allah. But now it's coming closer now. Coming closer to what? To experience. Because at least now we can see. At least even if it is the ayat. But we're not seeing the original ayats also with the hand of, say, Hazrat Abubakar Siddiq when he wrote it. Correct? The old days they say you cannot print the Quran. It's not because Islam is against printing, people reading, and no, because this print any other book. But when it comes to the Quran, you have to have holy people to write it. These days, people in Janabat, they are pressing a button to print the Quran for people to read. What kind of, that's why you can get those Qurans that people are reading and it doesn't go past their throats and they're sitting, stretching their legs like that, lying down, reading the Quran. And everyone's relationship to the Quran Karim that time is just like any other book, just like a magazine. And Islam is teaching us even the book, the pen, it is sacred, it is holy. When we were young, you cannot find any book, any written thing on the floor. You cannot cross it. And this is secular knowledge. It is not even religious knowledge. Oh, to find a Quran on the floor, you get beaten up. How you can treat it like that. But at least now you can see. Now the prophets, now it is coming closer to you. How in Allah's mercy, Now the prophets, they are man like us. They think like us. They go through experience like us also. But we have not seen that prophet. At least we know, like the Quran Kareem, we hear the Quran from those ones who hear, from those ones who hear, from those ones who hear, from those ones who actually heard. The prophets, we have not seen with these eyes. But at least we know those ones who are connected to them in a long chain. And we know those ones who are connected to them physically and spiritually. So in this belief now, it's becoming more and more tangible, becoming more and more you can touch, you can feel. Then Qadr, Judgment Day. Now Judgment Day, how you enter into Judgment Day? First step is what? Death. Now death, before maybe you can deny, oh, I don't see Allah, Allah doesn't exist, hasha. I don't see angels. What are you talking about? It's nature, bruh. It's not angels. You can deny. Although now people start talking about energy. The book, they don't believe in that. Oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. The prophets didn't believe. But now, death, nobody can deny. And that is the first door now to that death. Death is the first door now to Judgment Day. Now Judgment Day, through death, is going, now we're going to say, to enter into this realm of belief now, into this world of this belief, that you cannot see and you cannot touch. In reality, everything you see and everything you touch is going to determine how you are going to be on the Day of Judgment. You are responsible for everything you see and everything you touch. Judgment Day. You are not free. Nobody is free. And going through all of this journey to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now is the owner of Qadr. He is the one who is deciding. Now coming back, looping around, collecting everything again, beginning with Allah and ending with the power of Allah too. That slowly is moving more and more and more to mankind. Like we say, this Amantu is for the Amantu of mankind. Amantu of angels is different. Amantu of creatures are different. Animals, they're different. This is for mankind. Moving more and more to himself, but moving more to himself is also showing Allah's power. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, inshallah, you understand a little bit of this. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illa anta subhana in kuntum minaz zalimin. I got one question. Abbas, I'm going to go wash you up now. Asking me, what is the meaning of La ilaha illa anta subhana in kuntum minaz zalimin? Yesterday, whole sohbat I gave based on that ayat. And you're asking me what is the meaning? Spoiled murid, you see. Listening or you're not listening? Or you're listening to your seeds growing? La ilaha illa. There is no ilah except for you. Now la ilaha illa anta. You. It's slightly different than just saying Allah. It's you. Subhanaka, glory be to you. Inni kuntum minna zalimin. And I am one of the oppressors. People should make that zikr. Everyone should make that zikr. In our way, we're supposed to make it 100 times a day anyway. It is important. May Allah forgive us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Al-Fatiha. Ameen. Any other questions you have?